What's going on, guys? Today, we're just going to chill out, relax, and if you have any questions for me, just go ahead and drop it in the chat and we will get started. So, guys, if you're just joining now, anything that you guys want to talk about, I've been getting a lot of comments of people saying they just want some time just to talk to me, outside of comments. So now's the time. If you have questions, just drop it down. I'm going to try my best to answer everybody. So, don't be shy, guys. If you got anything, ask now. What's up, Strider? Hey, man, hope you're doing good. CCNA, plan on taking the 6 plus studies next. Is that a good path? All right. So, Strider, I think that that is a great choice because with security, like I always say in the videos, it starts with networking. It's the foundation to all of IT, really. So now that you have, the CCNA under your belt, you're in a much better position to take the Security Plus now, and you'll be able to understand it in a better, granular way than if you didn't take CCNA at all. But I think you're on a good path. Get the Security Plus next, and then also, like, do you have any types of degree? Have you done like any boot camps, or like, what else are you doing? Are you in a position now, or you're just looking to get into security? Yeah, actually, I'm half Puerto Rican myself too, man. So welcome. I've been wanting to go to Puerto Rico, so if you know some good places, let me know. But yeah, man, like after you do the Security Plus, I'd say start looking into some experience. I don't know if you have any yet, so let me know like where you are with that, and also where you're at with like the whole educational path. Like, do you have a degree? No degree? Just some more knowledge. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. This is why I'm on here, guys. I want you guys to be able to get your questions answered in a different avenue than just comments. So if you have anything, throw it in here. Let's talk. So what should I choose? A government job or cybersecurity? Hmm. What do you mean by that question? You can get a cybersecurity job that is a government job, if that's what you're talking about. Just rephrase that. I don't know if you meant to put and or, but if you're looking to get a job in security, you can do private or public. You could work for the government or you could just work for a private company. If that's what you're asking, let me know and we could talk about that. Should have come this weekend. So last Fiesta. Ah, dude, I would have loved that. Unfortunately, I just got back from vacation, so I can't go right now. But I'm thinking maybe in the fall time, I'd love to get out there. My dad's actually from there. I've just never been there myself, so that's like a bucket list thing for me to get out to Puerto Rico. So that's awesome, man. Have you ever been here to the states or no? Mm-hmm. Anybody have any good plans this weekend? Doing anything fun? I got a better question. What are you guys studying for right now? Strider says that he's studying for his CCNA. What do you guys? What else are you guys doing? It helps me because when I know what you're working on, then I'll know what to make new content about and things to, go into more detail with through the videos. So, yeah, I also want to just like briefly touch on the importance of learning networking first. A lot of people want to just do cybersecurity without learning the networking, and it's going to put you in a bad spot. So keep that in the back of your mind when you're learning security in general and starting out. That you want to be, I'd say, good, above average with your networking knowledge, and get some labs, hands on, Cisco packet tracer, that kind of stuff to get you some hands on experience with networking first before you start doing cybersecurity. AB or Ab, hi, how you doing? This stream is a Q&A, as it says in the title. I just want to give you guys an opportunity to get your questions answered, and for me to be able to give you some direct feedback on some of the questions that you have. So, Intel 5 and 16 gigabyte, best for learning cyber, should buy a dedicated graphics card. I don't think that you need a dedicated graphics card at all, actually. Only in the circumstance that you're an experienced hacker and you're using them for, like, cracking passwords. Uh, Only in that case would I say that you need a dedicated graphics card. I think with an i5 16 gig, you're plenty good. A lot of the stuff you can do on web-based applications like Try Hack Me and Hack the Box, you don't really need any like CPU or like memory requirements for that kind of stuff. If you want to spin up VMs, then that's a little bit different. Then we're talking adding a little bit more RAM to your computer, if that's what you're looking to get into. If you want to do VMs on your device, then 16 would cut it, but you might want to get like 32. But the graphics card, definitely not important. Not for learning cybersecurity. Can you recommend any good colleges for cybersecurity? Well, I guess that depends where you are, where you're located. So, where are you located? If you're looking for online schools, I would definitely suggest WGU. They've got incredible programs for security. You get you come out with certifications like the Security Plus, the Net Plus, everything like that. So I think that that's a great choice, WGU, if you're interested in doing online. Plus, it's all at your own pace. So like if you want to do WGU, which is Western Governors University, you can do it all at your own pace, like, and you only pay for 6 month stretches. So like if you want to finish it in 6 months and like just grind it, you'll be good, and you can get your degree faster than a normal university. But if you're looking for the standard university where you go into class and everything, probably it would depend on your location unless you're willing to go anywhere. But I always recommend WGU. A pivot for the hospitality industry to govern tech. Yeah, cloud. I mean, cloud skills. Cloud's not going anywhere. It's even something that I have been learning more and more, because it's just not. It's something that you can't get away from. And I think if you want to set yourself up the best in your career, it'd probably be best for you to get some cloud knowledge. So that's good. However, it's important that when you're going through and learning all of this stuff, keep in mind you want to focus on one thing at a time. Don't you know, try to do this or that or this or that, because what's going to happen is you're going to get burnt out. You're going to feel like you're in a rat race and you don't know which direction to go. If you're trying to learn, you know, networking, cloud, security plus, AI, Python, and you're just trying to juggle everything, it's not going to work. You're going to burn yourself out. So, learn cloud, that's great. But for you specifically, get the security plus first. Do one thing at a time. You know, there's no rush in this. So just get the security plus, focus 100% on that. And then when you're done, get the cloud skills under your belt. You could take like an AWS certification, an Azure certification. I just took an AWS certification myself. So, yeah, just make sure you're doing one thing at a time. Don't overload yourself, because we're just human, right? So like we can't put too much on our mind at once. There's already the pressures of life, let alone trying to learn new things for our career. So just stay a one track mind, learn the next thing, and just focus on that. Tips as a beginner who wants to learn cybersecurity. Well, the biggest thing is to learn networking first. You want to know routing and switching, the protocols, what IP is, TCP. That's where you have to start. Don't worry about cybersecurity until you understand networking on a detailed level, so that you can get into security and understand what you're securing. You don't know what you're securing if you don't know networking. So focus on networking first. Two good certifications for networking is the Network Plus by CompTIA. That's a great certification, and it's vendor neutral. So it doesn't matter if you're working on Juniper or Cisco or Aruba. It doesn't matter. It's gender neutral, vendor neutral. So that's good. And then if you want to do something more focused towards Cisco, you could do the CCNA. Uh, get them first before you start diving into security. That's the smart thing to do. From CompTIA, or what tips would you give me knowledge for? Yeah, so back to what I was saying, like the this Network Plus is going to be your best bet. Don't take the A plus unless you want to do like help desk. All right, so the A plus, the A plus is what CompTIA recommends before the Network Plus. I'd say that's only for somebody that is not getting a degree and they're just trying to get their foot in the door with like a help desk position with no experience, no degree. Then that's good for somebody to get the A plus so that they can get in with help desk without experience. For the average person trying to get into security, I wouldn't recommend A plus. I would just say go right to the Network Plus for CompTIA. That's your best bet. And once you're done with that, then go for the Security Plus next. Like I said, one thing at a time. Don't try to rush everything and overcomplicate this. So, come on, guys. I know you got more questions. I get comments all day. I know you got more. No question is a dumb question. Ask whatever is on your mind, anything that you've been wondering. You're welcome. That's exactly what I'm here for. Where did I learn cybersecurity? So I went kind of the traditional route that I typically recommend for people, but not everybody is in the same life circumstance, so you can't. It's not one size fits all. What I did was went to a 2 year, well, 2 year community college for computer science, and then after that, I transferred over to a 4 year university, and there is where I switched to cybersecurity. Uh, that's and I recommend doing that. Like you don't need to go to like a 4 year college and rack up like the tuition for 4 years at a university. It's just not necessary at all. You can go to a 2 year community college and then just transfer over, and that's what I did. Had I known about the validity of some of these online schools like WGU, and if they were accredited back then, I probably would have just went that route. But anyway, I went and got my 4 year degree in security, and then when I was done, I got my Security Plus certification, and then I made it my job to apply hard every day, and I did that for 5 6 months until I landed a job. And guys, it took me 5 or 6 months, like I said, out of school to get into security. And I had to, like I said, applying was my job. I was applying to like 10 to 20 companies a day for 5 to 6 months. I interviewed with 11 companies. Like, you're going to have to put yourself out there. You're not going to get in if you're not applying. You're not going to get in if you're not doing what is expected of you to set yourself apart. And that's why I talk about that all the time. So that was my path to security. But there's a bunch of paths to security. It's not just one size fits all. So I'm from India. I'm 18. Should I go to college daily or drop out? Because I think going to college is a waste of time and learning. So, college is not a waste of time. It's it is if you're going for a industry or a degree that is not needed. You only want to go to college for something that's needed in this world. Like, you don't want to be sitting in school for a degree that once you get out it's not going to be of use. And that's what I tell a lot of people. Don't go to college for something that when you get out you have no job and you have debt. That being said, cybersecurity is not one of those fields. It is a highly competitive, and the field is wide open, and we need people. So it's not one of those fields, and college is a good path for the majority of people. Now, the question is there a way to cut the expenses? If you're going to college, sure. Like I said, do the 2 year, transfer to four. Also, if you don't want to go into college and you want to do online, do like WGU. That's what I recommend as a cheaper alternative. But I don't think it's a waste of time, man. If you're doing this now and you're 18, you're going to be done early 20s, and then you'll be in a field that's lucrative. Like, you'll be set, man. Don't stop college. Just finish and get done now. If you can afford it, just do it. And even if you can't, when you get out, you'll be able to pay your loans. You'll be making decent money. So, just you're already in school. Just keep with it. Don't leave now. When I talk about other options, it's for those that can't go to college for whatever reason. So if you can, just go. That's the best direct path into security right now, and that might change. All right, let's see. Mm, Aquara, I really enjoy our content. That means a lot to me. I put in a lot of time and effort into this, so um, for those type of comments, they mean the world, and I'm glad that I'm able to help you in whatever way that may be, um, and I appreciate it. And there's not so good of college. There, right? I mean, there's colleges that are not good, but you just do your research with that. I mean, I've never had a company ask me, you know, where you went to college in terms of like, oh, is it a good enough college? It was kind of just like they want to just know in general because they're local. But it wasn't like, oh, you went to that school. So it's like, as long as it's like accredited university, you're good. You don't have to worry about getting in the best schools. IT especially, they don't care about that stuff. It's like, I've never, I've been with a few companies, never had to show my bachelor's degree to any of them. I mean, I have it if they want to see it, but I've never had to. They don't care where you went to school, just as long as you met the requirements. So, all right. AB, I appreciate that. And you're welcome. Like I said, I love that I can, help people out that were in my shoes or in my shoes now, whatever it may be, beginner, intermediate. Some tips. as what to do now, CompTIA studying. So there's a couple options. It depends how you learn. That's always an important factor. Are you a visual learner or do you like reading and learning? I like to read personally. I get too distracted watching videos, but everybody's different. If you're a visual learner and you want to do, video modules, do Jason Dion. He's got a lot of comp TIA stuff in Udemy. Don't pay the crazy high price either for it. If it's over $20, just wait, and they'll slash it within a couple days down to like $10, and you'll get like his whole like video module course for whatever it is you're taking, like the CompTIA Security Plus, Network Plus, whatever it is. So, and then if you're somebody who likes books, uh, look up the best book for that CompTIA cert. So, like for instance, Security Plus, it's probably going to be Daryl Gibson's books. That's what I used, and it helped me a lot. So it just depends if you're a visual learner or you like to read and learn. So those are your two options. So. I'm doing a bachelor's in cybersecurity, but I also learn studying Udemy. I think Udemy is a good place to learn besides the platform. Beside the platform, Hack the Box or Try Hack Me. All right, so first, let's go back to what I originally said. Do what you're capable of doing without burning yourself out. Try to stick to one thing. If you're jumping back and forth all these websites, it could confuse you or burn you out, and it might just not be good for you. I'm like that, so just be careful of how many different sites you're hopping around on. Udemy's great. Try Hack Me is great. Hack the Box is great. Try to focus on one, because you're jumping all around. It's gonna make it a lot harder for you to learn like that. You said that you're already. You just finished. Um, you're doing your bachelor's right now, so focus on your schooling and pick one of those sites to just hone in on. Maybe it's a Udemy course. Do the Udemy course and study in school. And once you're done with that Udemy course, maybe move to Try Hack Me and stick there for a little bit. Just don't jump around too much. You're gonna confuse yourself, and it's better just to put one foot in front of the other with learning in general. I get too sporadic, and I do the same thing. I want to go here, learn this, learn that. It's just like focus on one thing at a time. Oh, the Flyers game's about to start. Cool. I'm Nigerian. Just finished my master's in cybersecurity. Congratulations. In the United Kingdom, and yes, I got my CompTIA Security Plus. Still trying to get a job in the UK. I think that you have the credentials, um, and now you just need to make applying your job. Like I said before, with my journey, it takes time. It took me almost 6 months, applying every day, constantly. You have your master's, that's great, and you have your Security Plus. You should be. Your qualifications are there. So now just put yourself out there. Find a home lab. Do some like lab work. It doesn't even have to be something that you build up. Like do some work on like Try Hack Me or like Let's Defend, Hack the Box. So this way, when you're applying, if you do get let me go back. When you get interviews, you have something to talk about. Don't get out of school and then just sit there and do nothing, because they're not going to want to see that. They want to see that you're, still learning and still have a passion to learn, because they're going to need people like that. So make sure that when you get out of school that you're also applying yourself, not only applying online, but actually applying yourself to learning and continuous learning. And you should be good to go. Just be patient. All right. Oh man, thanks. I got some places to visit in Puerto Rico when I go now. Old San Juan, sweet. I'm gonna actually take a little screenshot of that real quick, just so I'll have some places. Appreciate that, man. Thanks for the content, brother. Appreciate you. I have a year of experience. Want to get into pen testing. What do you think about the PJ? Do you mean the EJ PT? Um, and a year of experience and what? So give me an answer on that. What do you have a year of experience with? Is it like help desk or like an analyst? Um, and I think you meant the EJPT. So just clarify those two things. All right. The college I attend, they offer cybersecurity technician certificate, cybersecurity analyst certificate, cybersecurity master certificate, and then there is the degree. So, are you asking me which certificate that you should get? Because I don't really think you should get the certificate. I think you should just go for the degree. Personally, that's going to be your best bet. Um, HR still looks at degrees. It's just the way it is. And for now, there's no real way around it. Or I should say, there is a way around it, but there's no way to do better than it. I would think. I think that they still rank degrees as like the highest form of like credential on your resume if you don't have experience. Obviously, experience comes first. So don't get those certificates. I would just get the degree. Yeah, 6 months. If you're talking about WGU, yeah, you could bang out your degree in 6 months. Obviously, it's hard and it'll take up most of your time, but they allow for it. That's why I always try to recommend WGU. I'm gonna get my master's there, eventually. It just helps out with like manager work and stuff like that if you have your master's. So that's my goal, is to get my master's within a couple years. So I'm gonna do WGU though. I think it's the fact that you come out with certificates and a degree, and it's at your own time, and it's online. They're all wins for me. Mm-mm. I have an interest in pen testing. So, if you have an interest in pen testing, go to Try Hack Me and they'll teach you from zero to hero on pen testing and um, all the hacker methodologies and real world scenarios. An interest and a passion are two different things. You might do it and be like, pen testing is not for me. And it's not for everybody. It's really not. Like, pen testing as a job is a lot. You have to keep up on the latest threats and attacks and how to exploit them all the time. So it takes a lot of work after hours as well as, during your workday to keep up on all the newest exploits to get your job done. So just check out, try Hack Me, Hack the Box. Move on from Hack the Box after try Hack Me, and you feel like you have a good understanding. It might not be for you, it might be for you. I took the EJPT certification, and it made me realize that I don't really want to do that 9 to 5 every day. It just wasn't for me. So, I mean, everybody's different. Now, it's fun to do on the side, right? Some things are just fun to do on the side. So, it really depends. Just start there and check out and see if you like it. 1 year in InfoSec as an analyst. PJPT, the Practical Junior Penetration Test by TCM Security. Um, so it depends. Do you want, and this is for Jose, do you want a certificate that is more well known? Because I would say that the EJPT is probably more well known by eLearn Security. TCM is coming up, and a lot of people are doing their certifications. I just don't know if it's more well known than eLearn Security. Um, But I forget that guy's name. What's his name? Heath. Heath. I've learned a lot off Heath. So I'm sure his certificates are great, and it'll be a good avenue. I just personally think it's personal. It's just a personal opinion. I think eLearn Security is probably a little bit more well known than TCM, but with 1 year's experience as an analyst, I mean, yeah, man, do it. If that's what you're looking for, you got to get the certifications under your belt. The big one they look for is the OSCP, and that'll test you. That'll let you know if you want to do penetration testing or you want to stick in, blue team work, because that's no joke, that certification. So eventually, that's where you want to get up to, from what I have seen and heard. So Strider, have a good one, man. Thanks for coming in and talking, and I appreciate all the Puerto Rico advice on places to go. Trying to read these guys are coming in fast. Let's- Thanks for your content, Tom. I'm heading towards the end of my master's in cybersec. I'm more interested in GRC. What do you think my master project should be? How to align with my interests? Um, what do you mean by your master project? I mean, don't they assign? My experience is that they assign you like a capstone, and you have to do what they say. Uh, do they allow you to pick your own? Because I've never heard of that. Your messages got deleted automatically. If you're looking at the screen, they're not getting deleted. They're still down on the chat. It's just that the chat box only goes up so much. It's not getting deleted. I already have a mixed experience in IT and management areas, almost a decade altogether. Also works for Google Workspace. Confusing my project topics. Want it to be future proof. Hey, is there a question in there, MK? If there is, I'm sorry. Just reword it for me. Bro, what do you suggest? A government job, not in cyber, or cybersecurity? My parents saying government because it's a safe option, but I have an interest in cyber. Government jobs vary, man. I mean, a government job could be a cybersecurity job in the government. A government job. There's so many government jobs. So, I mean, and a safe option is IT, cybersecurity. That's a safe option. That's not going anywhere. But government jobs can range from a mailman to a cybersecurity engineer. So I don't think it's a great comparison, but just get a government job in cybersecurity then, if that's what they want. But remember, excuse me, it's what you want. You have to do it for the rest of your life. So, no offense to them, but I mean, you got to find something that you want to do as well, because you're the one that has to get up every day and do it. So, try to keep that in the back of your mind as well, respectfully. You're welcome. Sheesh, it's been 40 minutes already. questions about the masters. I'm confused. They let us choose our topic. Did they give you examples of what you want? I really don't. I want to, push you in the wrong direction. Like, what do they give you? They got to give you some type of example of what they want out of a project. Some kind of outline, at least, on some of their demands. Um, so it's kind of hard to answer that question because I don't really know exactly what they want when it comes to that. So, and that's new for me. I mean, that's pretty cool. They let you pick, but I've never been able to pick. It's usually been an outline project of like what they want done. So I don't know. Is there requirements? Is there like scenarios that they want you to like, um, play? I don't know. So, bro, what do you suggest if I start from? What do you mean? What you suggest if you start from? Mm, 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 mm. Come on, guys, get your questions out. Thanks, brother. I'm considering both EJBT and the PJBT. Like you said, it's not for everyone, but I think these entry level certs, absolutely. And that's what I found out. Like I said, when I did the EJPT, is I found out real quick that I didn't want to do that 9 to 5, and that it was more of a hobby thing than a day to day for me. And you might find out that you like it day to day. So, um, that's my opinion, and go with whatever one you want more. Um, but like I said, the EJBT might be a little bit more well known, and a good thing to do. Go on to like Indeed or LinkedIn, search for each certification under jobs, see which one hits the most, and then that's a good indicator of what the industry is looking for also. So, all right, Sharif from Bangladesh. I've been struggling to build my career as a penetration tester for the last 3 years. Very disappointed and hopeless. All right, well, pen testing is a very, very hard thing to get into as a beginner entry level. So my question for you is, do you have any other experience in security, or are you just trying to go from no experience to pen testing, because that might be your problem? So do you have other experience in IT or security? Even I invested lots of money to train. They're very unprofessional. I say I got scammed. I'm sorry to hear that. Um, there's a lot of companies out there that are not looking for the best interest of the person. And there are also a lot of companies out there that are, and you got to kind of discern from them which ones are giving you good, reputable knowledge and which ones aren't. I'm sorry that happened to you, though. But again, do you have other IT experience, or you just have, your college degree? Because if that's the case, I won't even talk. Let's get the answer first. Do you have other experience, Sharif, or is it just um, right out of college? I'm starting cybersecurity first. What should I do? CompTIA. Network Plus. If you're just starting out, do the Network Plus first. That's going to give you foundational knowledge of networking, which you need 100% for cybersecurity. So get the Network Plus first, and then you can move on from there. Oh, MK. Okay. So like research based. So what you could do is like risk research on companies and find their security policies, and a lot of the stuff's public, and go through and identify possible risks in governance that you would want to change. If you are a GRC analyst, that would be a good option for you. But guys, I am Jose. It was good hanging out with you. I'm actually gonna hop off now too, guys. I appreciate you joining in. I'm gonna keep doing these, and it's just time for us to relax, chill, and listen to some music and get some of your questions answered, just to help you out some more. So it was good hanging out with you. I will see you guys in the next video, probably before the next live. Um, and have a good weekend and enjoy your time. See you guys.